This is my 77, work in progress. It was sitting up where that Super H is sitting now for 25 years, and it was really the first or second, technically, tractor that I got running ever, and it is what sparked my interest. Sorry, ADHD. Sparked my interest in actually fixing tractors. So I've done a lot to it. I put an electronic ignition in there, upgraded to 12 volt with a mini alternator. You got a funny bracket. That was all DIY. I used a socket as an extension down there. Working on painting it. We just got some paint on in the rusty areas. We didn't want to rust more, and then this spring we'll get it all sanded, cleaned up again, painter. Pretty good running tractor. Oil was changed in October, and like I said, it's maybe, what did it say, March 20th probably, something like that. And it hasn't been run since December area-ish. And we had an issue with, we had really cold temperatures here in Ohio. This, like, unseasonably cold temperatures here this January, this winter here in Ohio. And now I gotta find oh, there it is. And that antifreeze was in it, was only rated for like -10, which was stupid on my part. And she started to slush up a little bit, so that's why all the sheet metal's off of it, because we had a mini emergency, if you know what I mean. Probably should grab my stuff. So we'll at least get the whatever these are called, front things on, and then what is this? And then we'll see if she'll start. She should start. I gotta put a battery. Gotta put a battery in her, because I sold the battery that was in it with H that I sold this winter, and I've got one. I'll take out on my Super 55, because my Super 55 has a 950 cranking amp battery in it, which is totally unnecessary for that tractor, and I'm pretty sure I'm not threading. So we'll put that battery in here and just get a little 600 cranking amp battery for the Super 55. And I'm using definitely the right tool for this job. You know. But yeah, it has no gas in it, and I just looked in the tank before I started filming. And that sediment bowl inlet is, or outlet, what would it be? Inlet? I think inlet was pretty darn clogged. So that's probably why we're having issues with having to clean the bowl every 5 milliseconds in the fall. Now we need this John to go in here. So anyway, what I was getting at was maybe we'll take that sediment bowl out while there's no gas in it. That ain't gonna break teeth. God dang it. Well, that's good enough for now. I'll have to tighten that, which I will not really do, but I'll take this out. And also, need the new muffler, because the one on it was not good, and it broke. Some idiot forgot to turn off the gas. He'll also take those pliers. What was this using? And see what's in here. And the car roll. Helps if you loosen the right way. I had to upgrade the starter on it because the old one took a crap, and I could have gotten it rebuilt, or I could have gotten a new one for the same price. So my original thought was, we'll just get a new one for the same price. And I kind of regret it because it takes this one takes the look out of the original kind of look, and also sounds not as cool, I guess you could call it. So functionality wise, it works the exact same, but stay here. But anyway, we're just trying to get this carb drain bolt off with the incorrect tool, because I'm sure there's old gas. This gas is horrible these days, and water probably, because snow probably blew in it, and I didn't have the air intake hose on. We'll see what comes out. Oh. Well, it's probably a good thing that nothing came out. It smells like horrible gas, which is crazy because it ran, maybe 2.5 months ago. Well, come on. Any day now. What's that? There we go. Well, maybe not. Alright, tight enough. And so, here's the sediment bowl I was talking about. So we'll have to go gather some wrenches. We have a 9/16 right here. And a 13. And a 1/2 inch, nice. Perfect size for what I need. That's how I lose all my wrenches. I put them flat. What is this? Oh. That's that one. Made that wire really long. So that's not great. Pull this line off. So now this should be good. I think that's a 3/4 inch. So I will go locate a 3/4 inch wrench real quick. Alright, got the wrenches that I need. And it's probably 6:15 p.m. right now. And right now in Ohio, the sun sets around 7:15. So I've got an hour And I'm gonna try my best to first of all not drop this and break the glass. But second of all, get this going. Oops. Yeah, you can see how that outlet is pretty plugged up. So in fact, it won't go through at all. So what we'll do is fire up the air compressor and blow it out. First we're gonna take the bowl loose. Managed to get gas all over me, of course, but you can see that that is just plumb full. Well, you probably can't see. This gasket looks like it's in pretty good condition, but if I open this up, that's not what you want to see. So we're gonna have to give this thing a good blow job. Not gonna add that into the video. Alright, not sure how much of that you saw, but I think we got it pretty clean. So what we need to do now is go acquire some old gas, and that tank in there done got some what you want to call it, grime, not rust. It's pretty clean, but it's got a like sediment in it, and that's probably what keeps clogging that sucker up. So we'll just take some old gas and that's empty. Pretty sure this is the diesel one, so that one still got diesel. Yeah, those are all empty, as I thought. And I believe I don't have any gas cans. So maybe we'll go grab a wee bit of gas real quick. Just a tiny bit. But first, this stupid board. Looking here at the Super 55. See, this battery is got 900 cold cranking amps, and this tractor has 2 less cylinders. Now granted, it has a rebuilt engine, like, let's see, 208 hours on the rebuilt engine, so it's got probably more compression than that big Oliver does. But the big Oliver has 2 more cylinders, and in the summer I was getting away with a 550 cranking amp battery pretty easily in that big Oliver. So what I'm trying to get at is that little Oliver with a 4-cylinder in it probably doesn't need a battery that would work for a diesel Massey like that one over there. But anyway, I need my 1/2-inch wrench. Alright, well, it's the next day, and we went to go start it, and the switch, of course, blew out. Just completely blew out. So now we gotta try and get back there. I'm Napa ST6. That's what's in it now, I believe, or it's a Napa something. It might not be the ST6, but I basically just gotta get this hood pulled forward, so that way I got a room to work. Alright, so here we go. Gonna disconnect the battery first of all. Alright, the battery should be disconnected. Now we gotta work on actually getting this switch replaced here. Not a hard job, just annoying. I'll put you right here. Maybe you'll be able to see. Maybe not. Maybe right here. Yeah, you should be able to see that. So we're gonna take this top part out for anything else. Not top part, but top post. The wiring in this tractor is pretty much a bird's nest. I've slowly gotten it better. When we first got it, it was untraceable. Now pretty much everything's hooked up except for the lights, which I plan on getting hooked up when we finish painting her. Lights shouldn't be hard. Keyboards shouldn't. But yeah, everything's hooked up to how it should, except for there used to be a couple of glass fuses but those have disappeared over its years, and well, that was pretty much the end of that story. Now I gotta figure out what size this. 7/16. Alright, now we gotta go over to the barn over there and grab little race, not race, but a 1/4-inch ratchet. But got the ratchet here, got a can of starting fluid, and I'm gonna leave this door open. Okay. Now this fluid. Got that one out, and this side, I do not believe I ever tightened fully, which is not exactly what you want. But that, just like that, the switch is loose, and we can take a look at it. Yeah, you can see it's pretty burnt right there, and this rubber divider here is burnt, and this is all burnt. So yeah, this one is oh, it's froze up. It doesn't even move anymore. I'll bet that it broke and started arcing. And now same process, except for now we need to get the new button in. So like I said, we got the Napa ST6, $24.99 at the local Napa, which isn't awful, but they probably don't last long anymore, which is a shame. Because that switch that was on it had maybe, I don't know, maybe 100 starts on it, maybe. And this thing, she's kind of cold-blooded. She always starts a little harder when she's cold, but as soon as she's warm, as soon as you press the button, it'll start. So it's not like it's a, you know, a diesel tractor where you're cranking on it all the time. Got that side tight. Now I just gotta this side. Gosh, the worst part about working out in here is if you lose grip of your bolt and you drop it, it falls down that crack down there, and sometimes it'll be laying down there, sometimes it'll be laying up in here, so it's always fun trying to find it. Alright, that John ain't going nowhere. Now we'll hook up the bottom first. Don't drop this. Ah, shoot, drop the button. Oh, that one was lucky. I was able to find it. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. Half the time you can't find them. And this bottom one is just the cable that goes to the battery. Well, actually, first, it's this. Not to the battery, though, which is starter. Which there. Dude. 11th times this Tom. Stay. Okay, probably got it now. Oh yeah. Perfect. Now we take our 1/2-inch wrench and get it real tight, bud. And the bottom one side, the bottom one is the hard one, in my opinion. Just because that cable is barely long enough to get to that switch. Okay, now this wire goes on, this wire, these all have to do with charging and ammeter stuff. And then, last but least, the battery cable. But those all go on a whole lot better. Until you drop your lock ring washer. But again, if I can just do this. Well, you piece of crap. There we go. Alright, that should be hooked up. Now, quit dropping my. We've got these two nuts from the old start button. So, we'll put these on the old one, even though this thing is 100% unusable. And these are unrebuildable as well. Who knows when the next time I'll need a 1/2-inch sized nut. Alright, now let's go ahead and check the oil, and it's good. Let's go ahead and that ain't gonna fill up fast enough. But does this may have some go-go juice in it. Oh yeah. Well, it would have helped if I would have filmed it. Still getting used to this GoPro thingy. Now, theoretically, if it were to start, which have my doubts on that one, we could go up here and connect battery and turn this on. Oh yeah. Okay, choke is out, ignition's on, we'll go 1/2 throttle and choke stop. Well, she started, but the choke was being a real. I started faster than I would have expected, if I'm being honest with you guys. Why you be stuck, son? Never had issues with this choke. I'm gonna get the choke off real quick. Now, of course, you'll probably need choke to start again. it. She did the thing. Needs an oil change now, and look who dropped all the things now. But yeah, she started. Oil filter's leaking. That's a good sign. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the first video, I guess. I'm gonna try and start posting more. Got this GoPro. And we leaking a little bit. We'll shut off the fuel here. But yeah, I wanna film some videos of just flipping tractors, because that's what I do. I'm in high school and that's my job. So yep, anyway, if you liked the video, or if you enjoyed watching me, I would appreciate if you liked the video. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.